What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some Forza Horizon 5. And as you can see, this is gonna be a stupid video. I feel like it would have just been way too funny, like, of a video concept or a video to like just not have it made. You know what I mean? Basically, I've been given basically the top 5 worst possible cars to drift in Forza Horizon 5. I guarantee you these are gonna be like stupid. Because of what I've tried to drift in the past few videos. If you've seen any of the videos, if you have seen the videos, then you know what's coming. But if you haven't seen any of the past few videos on Horizon 5 that I made, I'm just basically messing around, trying some random weird builds, and I've played with some very poo builds. Let's just put it that way. Some of the worst possible drift cars in the game. And in today's video, I have 5 tunes for 5 of the worst drift cars in the game. I'm assuming one of them is probably going to be the Pro Stock Camaro, which I made a whole video on, but we'll see. Like I said, I have 5 of these. Very specifically, these are the community, basically, or I guess the pro community, basically ranking these as being the worst possible cars to drift. So I have no idea what the cars are, because the way Dom sent them over to me. Dom, by the way, if you don't know who he is, one of the I don't know if he's the leader of the RFND group, basically. A bunch of PR stunt hunters, like these dudes, just like, there he is there at the top of the leaderboard. Basically, these guys know the best tunes, which they share with each other and obviously the community, but they obviously go for records in game, right? Whether it's racing, whether it's speed traps, speed zones, all legitimate, all at the top of the leaderboards, pretty much. So just keep that in mind when you see these tunes, because they're not, I don't think they're regular cars or like good cars built to be terrible. I'm pretty sure the tunes are just here on cars to make them better. But we'll start off, apparently it goes from 5th to 1st on this list. So let's try the very top one, which is 326. Of course, you guys can try them for yourselves. 363687 is what we're starting off with. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've driven this before on the channel. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it's this specific tune, but I'm pretty sure I've had this build on the channel. If I didn't have this build, it was definitely a similar build. Let me have a quick look. The Lamborghini LM is one of them, apparently, being one of the absolute worst possible drift cars in this game. Okay. I feel weird driving this, man. Is it because of the lack of steering angle, or what's the deal with this thing? Why is this so terrible? I want to see. So the tunes that I have... Yeah. So I have this one that someone sent me ages ago. So this isn't the same tune. All of these are made to basically be as good as possible on these cars, by the way. These tunes, by the looks of things. So this is also for point drifting. As you can see, it's now all-wheel drive instead of rear-wheel drive. Like this guy's tune, which he made all the way to be like A-class. This was made all-wheel drive, which is basically what you need if you want to get the most amount of points on drift zones. But the car apparently is just so crap, it deserves to be in the top 5 of the absolute worst cars. Why is it so bad? We'll have a look. We'll certainly have a look. It's like trying to spin its wheels, and it's like contemplating. It's like, should I do it? Should I not do it? Are the gears just really long, or what the? Why is it like this? Oh, the gears aren't even that long. I thought the gears were just really long. This thing is supposed to have 1,750 horsepower, by the way. Keep that in mind. How does it feel so underpowered? All right, let me take it down the mountain. I'll drift all of these cars down the mountain. I'm not gonna do like multiple runs and have a load of like runs to try and see which one's the best and all that. I'm not doing that, but I will take them all down the mountain, because why not? No, it's only gonna take a couple of minutes for each car anyway. Plus we get to compare them and see how good or bad they are against each other. I'll keep the drift cam on just because it's a bit of a laugh. We are starting at the number 5 spot, so we'll just keep it a second, maybe? It's not great, but it's not particularly terrible. If you've seen some of the other cars that I've driven in the past few videos, you would have seen how terrible those cars were. I'm pretty sure this thing has a severe lack of steering angle, so whatever this tune has been kind of probably put together so it makes the front want to straighten up again, which is a good thing, because it doesn't matter how much angle can I try and squeeze with this thing, it always wants to go back into a straight line again. Max caster is like a huge deal with that. Like, you need it. You don't want this thing to kind of have the rear end overtake the front. Obviously, that's when you start failing your drift and you start spinning out, so you don't really want to spin out. It's not horrific. I definitely expected like stuff to be like completely undrivable on the slips, but this isn't like that bad. I mean, it's bad compared to, I'm pretty sure most of the cars in this game, you can do some ridiculous stuff to and actually get them to get a silly amount of points. Oh, I just realized the points that I'm at. Wait, what? Why do I have such a little amount of points? I should have like almost 200,000 points more here with like a good car. Why am I lacking so many points? Wait, I'm so confused here. I thought I was doing alright. As in like being sideways. I'm lacking so many points. I genuinely thought that I wasn't actually doing that bad. I wasn't really paying attention to the points. I was just like looking at the car, and the car is sideways. I am so far behind on points right now. It's not even funny. Yeah, I mean the car isn't really that bad to drive. It's just, for whatever reason, it feels like it's a little bit underpowered. For 1,700 and something horsepower, it just feels like the thing just doesn't have any like mid-range or like mid-end like torque or power or anything. It just doesn't have it. Very strange feeling car. Like, let me put it that way. Very strange feeling car. Well, I'll get a mil points with it. It just, I honestly feel like the very first half of this run just felt like or it looked like I was doing okay. But then when I saw my points, I was like, holy shit, I'm so far off. Points wise. I mean, I could probably pull 1.1 mil. I'm pretty sure most of the cars in this game could pull 1.1 mil. That was weird. Like I said, it's not particularly difficult or hard to drive or anything like that. It's just a very strange feeling about it. It definitely feels its weight. Feels and it drives a bit like a brake. There's no like suspension travel or anything like that. It's just kind of like, there you go. Here's some slip in the tires and that's it. Have fun. Try to control the slide and that's it. It is a strange feeling car. Okay. Well, this was at number 5. Let's move on to number 4. We'll see what sort of tune we have for what car. 375 523 384. Okay. This makes sense. It does have drift suspension, but this makes sense. Why we have basically a semi being on this list. Okay, that does make sense. Okay. Out of all the cars in this, I would have definitely expected this thing to be on this list. It just definitely feels like it's here. It's the standard one, right? I don't think it's for the... I didn't pay attention. Is it the Forza Edition one or not the Forza Edition one? I think it might have been the standard one. I have done builds on this thing. I have tried to drift it. I'm pretty sure the tune that's on it now is probably a drift build as well, if I remember correctly. I think it might be this one. Honestly, yeah, it looks like it's this one. All the stats on it pretty much match up. Okay, again, 4-point drifting, so it needs to be good at going sideways all-wheel drive. Again, we're starting from the best of the worst, if that makes sense. So 5th place was not as bad. As we go on, like, past, and we keep going up this list, the cars are going to get worse and worse. Yeah, this is crap. This is bad. The Lambo was at least like I was able to hold angle with it and it's fine. This thing just feels like... Okay, this thing just definitely feels like it doesn't have power. Oh, this is really bad. I'm going through the sections very, very quickly. Is there a way... I was gonna say, can I like slow it down a little bit and maybe just increase my angle? Again, all-wheel drive, and it's definitely made to try and go back in a straight line again, so it doesn't oversteer too much and you lose control of it. So it's built very similarly to the way the LM was. This also has 2,400 horsepower and a bajillion amount of torque. I think I'm gonna probably struggle to get a mil with this. I'm not gonna lie to you. The start of this was horrific. More angle, more. Oh my god. I'm trying to force the angle. Okay, it's just going back into a straight line again. Yeah, this definitely feels like it has the torque for it now, though. It just looks like my RPM aren't, like, going up at all. But the wheels are spinning faster and faster, and then the RPMs, like, starts to go up. It does look like I'm getting very similar points to the Lambo, though. Very, very similar. Maybe a little bit less. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting a tiny bit less than the Lambo, but it's still very, very similar. Maybe I can get a mil. I don't know how I'm going to be able to squeeze out a mil with this thing, but Jesus Christ, it's bad. Oh god. At least, the tunes or the cars are, like, they're not difficult to handle. Like, they're not made so, like, you have to work your ass off to try and get it to go sideways or anything like that. Or you have to work your ass off to try not to have it spin out. So, the tunes, Dom has done a good job with that. It's kind of just trying to work the car itself, or the truck in this case, to be able to actually squeeze those points out. So go as fast as I possibly can with the most amount of angle, really. That's kind of how this works. This is a lot less than 1,000,000 points. I barely squeezed into the 1,000,000 point mark with the Lambo. This is not going to get it. I may need a lot more practice to be able to actually squeeze out mil points with this thing. I think it's that most of these cars, like I said, they can do like 1.1, I think, with like really good driving. Maybe 1 mil, but... Go sideways, please. Oh, this stinks, man. This is bad. Like I said, the difference is pretty mental compared to the Lamborghini. I'm gonna get the 900k pretty easy, but it's just struggling, man. Okay, I can see how this is bad. This is it's not good at all. that was an interesting one, to say the least. Interesting is a weird word for it, but it is interesting. All right, next up, 646-823-815. I'm now gonna have a terrible tune on all of these. Okay, Tactical Salami, the Unimog. This one has drag tire compound. This could slide a little bit easier. It also has the same powertrain as this, so 2,400 horsepower, 6,000 newton meters of torque in this thing. It's all-wheel drive. It doesn't have drift suspension though, so we're pretty much stuck on just rally. Okay. Unimog again. I'm pretty sure I've tried pretty much all of the cars that are on this list for sliding around. Like, I have builds done in the past. I don't even know which one. Let's just use this one. Fuck it. I'm pretty sure I have done my own builds on these cars in the past to to try and slide with them. So I've probably done like full-on proper videos. Oops. Full-on proper videos with this, with the cars in this. But I don't remember. It's definitely been like a long time ago. Plus, these tunes that I'm driving in right now are definitely a lot better than whatever tunes I had on these things, what, like 3 years ago. Okay. Oh, the drag tires make a big difference to sliding it. Oh my god, look at it. I don't know why he's put this on the list all the way down here. This is technically third, right? This is the third vehicle that I'm... Because with the drag tires, you can just extend your slide a lot. If you don't know what I mean, basically the drag tires are really, really good. That's what you usually use when you're doing point drift builds on cars in this game. You use the drag slicks. In a straight line, they have a lot of grip, but as soon as you get them sideways, if you can overinflate them, their lateral grip is horrific. So they're very, very, very good for point drifting. This is bad. This is... So far, I haven't had a car, right, that I really needed to rewind. They're pretty easy to control and pretty easy to drive. This is the first one where I'm actually like rewinding, because I feel like I mess up with it very, very easy. I think it's so point wise. I think this might get more points than the Tankpool. Oh my god. The drag tires are also really bad off-road. And also in the wet, they're a little bit worse. So ideally, not only should I be driving on the road more, but the road should be dry. And then and only then is this thing actually going to be like maybe normal-ish to drive. Oh, it's struggling. It's struggling. Come on. Oh my god. I feel like uphill this thing would absolutely struggle so much. It's not even that heavy. Well, I mean, it is heavy obviously because it's a big ass truck, but oh my god. But like it's not that heavy, so I feel like power should be definitely a lot better on this thing. Just isn't. It's the same as a semi. Okay, come on. Come on, little Unimog, come on. This is definitely going to be the one that gets more points. Oh, wait. The road is dry here. Look how much better it is. Look at how much better it is with the dry road. It's a little struggly. Come on. Get 10 points, get 10 points. This is probably going to be the one that I'm going to get the most points with. Man, those tires help a lot. I'm telling you now. Oh god, it's spun. Okay. I'm slowing down so much, man. Also doesn't help that I think I'm trying to transition a bit too late. Oh my god. Let's ease it up a little bit here. Is actually getting points. This is funny, man. I'm telling you, as soon as the road dries up, different story. Hit the wall, hit. Yes! Oh my god, actually worked. I wonder what these guys are thinking. Go sideways, go more sideways. I wonder what these guys are thinking that are driving up or down the mountain and they see me and These things. Slide around. Come on, come on, come on. Well, this is definitely the one that's going to get the most points. It's already going to get him just before I even get to the last one, I think. Well, what did I get? Was it 11... or 1,011,000, right? That was the most amount of the points that I've gotten so far in the Lambo. Nice! Jesus Christ, the thing's a mess. Love it, though. This is definitely, I think, in my opinion, the easiest one to get points with. It's nice to drive. It's definitely... It definitely oversteers a lot more. 183, 523, 847. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Alright, the Sierra RX3. Okay. This is one that I completely forgot about. I completely forgot about these cars here. We all know how good the Sierra Alpha is, or like, oh sorry, the 700R. We already know how good that is for racing. It's such a weird car. I definitely did not expect this. All right, let's slap it on and see what happens. So this is basically the second worst car on. I wonder if he's made the list and left out, like, basically the pro stock. Okay. It's got drag tires on it. Oh, look at that excessive tow. Holy shit. Okay. Right. Engine is practically at the back of this thing, so the front end has like no weight. You just whip it around. The guardrail is 100% going to absolutely demolish me because this thing doesn't weigh anything. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is really bad. You know what this reminds me of? This is kind of like... This is like driving in, I think, like early gen Forza Motorsport. Let's say maybe like Forza Motorsport like 5 or something like that, or 6. And it's like your first time putting it on sim steering. That's exactly what this reminds me of. With how fast it changes direction. You have to be so incredibly light with the steering. Because immediately you'll turn the other way and you'll be facing backwards. Like, kind of like that a little bit. Go sideways, please. Oh, it's straightened up again. Yeah, this is not it, man. I can definitely see why this car is on this list, though. Let me put it that way. Come on, don't spin out, don't spin out, don't spin out. The amount of power for this weight is actually very, very good. So that I can't really fault it. I kind of have to get used to just driving it, really. Just shut off. Yeah, you kind of have to just get used to driving it, and then you can kind of hold angle a little bit. Oh, it's gone. It is gone. I'm only like just tapping the handbrake, man, as well. Like just the tiniest little bit. And if I do and add a bit too much power, that back end just flips around. Yeah, like I just did it there. I just want to slide this thing, as in like just on the handbrake. Okay, let me just not do it that much then. Just don't really want to spin it out. God. Yeah, definitely not getting... Oh my god. Definitely not getting a mil points with this. I'm honestly assuming that I'm probably going to even spin this out at some point. And it's going to get 0 points. Because I'm just going to lose my chain. I'm pretty sure my drift zone score is probably going to disappear at some point. Somehow, some way, I will spin it out. Or I'll end up going and doing like a stupid reverse entry or something dumb like that, and then my points will just vanish. Or, because of the amount of mistakes that I can pretty much make with this thing, any rewind could just cancel my points. Yeah, this is bad. Again, I think once you get used to it, it's definitely a lot easier to drive. Like, when I first started driving this thing at the top of the mountain, I was like, there's no possibility. There's no way I'm going to be able to slide this thing down the mountain. I mean, I'm kind of doing it now. I'm not doing it particularly well, but I am doing it. Ah, it's gone. Backhand. Overtaking it. Shit. Come on, come on, come on. It was like thinking about it. I was like, ooh, do I spin out? Do I not spin out? Ooh, what am I gonna do next? And then it just goes. Oh my god, man. I wonder if the next car is going to be also like a rear engine car. I'm assuming the list that he's made, you're not gonna have like, oh my god. I'm gonna have anything like super similar, so like, he's not gonna give me like the 700R now as the last car, you know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna do that. For content, ideally he would want to give me a car that's not the same as this. How did I even get this many points, honestly, to begin with? How am I actually this close to a mil points? I've only just realized, by the way. I'm going too far off the track. 960 on my very first attempt. With a billion rewinds, though. It's fun, because it's just strange to drive. So try it for yourselves. Last one now. Basically the worst car. 133, 109, 011. It is. Never mind. Yeah, never mind. It is. Never mind. Okay. This is... Oh, it's just not going to go well. It's going to be the same thing, except it's going to be even lighter. How much worse is it actually going to be, though? That is the question here. Because it's basically the same car, but it's even lighter than the one I'm already driving. And I don't know if you can have the same amount of horsepower as the other one. But I don't really want it. 292 horsepower? Okay. Same layout as well, still rear-engined. Oh, man. Okay. I feel like this is gonna be very, very similar to the way the other one drove. I'm honestly a tiny bit tempted to get rid of sim steering. It'll make my driving smoother. What is he on about? This is easy. What? The other one was way worse. I don't know if it's because I got rid of sim steering, but what the fuck? What are you on about? This thing is sick as fuck. Oh god, that's fine. Unwanted transition. Oh, this is sick to drive. What are you on about being the worst car? Look how nicely this drives. Oh, I'm putting sim steering back on. I want to see if it's just as bad or if it's a lot worse with sim steering. Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, so sim steering makes these cars so much worse. Not really, actually. If you're fast with saving it going the other way, you can actually save it. Yeah, you can hold big ass slides. Wait. Let me turn it back off again. That actually makes a world of difference. It makes it so much easier. Because it doesn't make your steering as sharp, so transitioning is much smoother. It still does very similar stuff to the other Sierra. So the back end still wants to overtake the front, really. I feel like the big trucks, right? They 100% need sim steering. 100%, or else they'd be so much worse without sim steering. But these, if you drive without sim steering, I wonder if the other Sierra as well is just really, really nice and smooth as well. It's just because I drove it with sim steering, it just makes it so much worse. This is actually like a decent car to slide. I mean, it's not good, but it's decent for like being rated one of the worst cars, if not the worst car in this game. To have a drift build on. Listen, I've seen people with some very horrific tunes that they slapped on a bunch of cars. And they sent them to me to try in builds. And I've seen how badly those cars drive. And this smokes them. I mean, props to you for building a good tune, but at the same time, I don't see this as being like that bad of a car. Again, I feel like I was a bit biased now. Well, not biased, but I don't really know how to explain it. I feel like I kind of ruined it by turning off sim steering, but honestly, this feels really nice to drive without sim steering. Yes, again, I'm talking as if like these are still the worst cars in the game to slide with. So yes, they are still terrible. But alongside the rest of the cars, this is actually a really good car. Go sideways, please. Okay, I'm kind of struggling now. What's happening? It's like it doesn't want to go sideways now. Yeah, this... I've gotten to a point now where my whole rhythm is off. Can I rewind one more time before it deletes my points, please? Please. I would very much appreciate it. Yeah, I knew I'd do that. It's fine. I don't care about points. This is probably going to be one of the ones that I'm going to get the most amount of points in, so... But that's because of sim steering. Honestly, just because I turned off sim steering for it, it doesn't deserve to match the points of the other cars. Honestly, for the quote-unquote worst car from this list of cars to drift with, like I said, I've had much worse cars than this to try and slide. This was sick. This was sick. Yes, sim steering makes a world of difference on these cars by the looks of things. It makes them so much twitchier. Look, you can see how snappy the front end is. And if you don't catch it, it's really, really bad. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, this just reminds me of old school sim steering. This is like Forza Horizon 3 style sim steering. Old Forza Motorsport sim steering. This is exactly what this feels like. It's definitely a lot, like, in this game, sim steering is a lot softer than some of the previous titles, but it's still very snappy on these cars by the looks of things. Yeah, try drifting this without sim steering. Honestly, really, really clean car to slide with. it'll still try to overtake the front end with its rear end, because it is rear engine, but you can see how much easier it is to transition and catch it, and how much harder it is to like spin out. It just feels like a smoother car to drive. Alright, that was fun, honestly. Let me know what you thought of this video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe. I've done so many different top 5s and top 10s and the best cars for this and that on the channel, so if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen any of those videos, go check those out on the channel. Where I test out and I do some... I show off like good builds, as in like world record builds and stuff like that. Yeah, this one's kind of the opposite of having been the worst cars for drifting in this game. This honestly is not even that bad. Really, really not that bad. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I will speak to you guys later. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.